2006.
Would you rather have 3 feet or 3 hands? It's kind of a curveball.
Well, if I have 3 feet, do I also have 3 legs? And if I have 3 hands, do I have 3 arms? Or is it just a hand?
Pick whatever you want. If you want 3 legs, you can have 3 feet. If you just want like 2 legs and 1 foot, like branched off from your other foot, you do that. Or if you want 3 arms and 3 hands, we'll do it both ways. If you had 3 arms, you could have 3 hands. If you had 3 legs, you have 3 feet.
Okay, so the hand comes with an arm. The foot
it
comes
does.
with a leg. Okay. I think I'd rather have, I'll do 3 arms. You could do.
Ridgy. Widgy.
Ridgy. I would. 3 arms.
Winnie.
Sure. Yeah. Or, I mean, because, like, you know, think about the 3 legs. You know,
okay.
Like, it's like, what is it?
Would you have 3 knees, too?
I'm guessing if it
left knee, right knee.
If a leg, the leg in the middle leg. Yeah, where's the leg coming out of? That's the interesting part. Is it gonna be in the back? You come out of your like as your tailbone. You could sit on it as a seat.
You can say ass on here. It's coming out of your ass.
But I mean, if it's coming out of your ass, then you can't shit. It has to be at the top of your little the tailbone. It come instead of it. Yeah, it's like the top of the ass.
I would just think that, like, if you had 3 legs, that your body was wide enough to have 1, 2, 3, and it just be
okay. So
anatomically correct, I guess.
Okay, so yeah,
I would probably choose the 3 hands too.
3 hands because at 3 legs too, it's like a what is it? A three-legged race. Do you know how hard it is to do a 3-legged race? Well, that's also with another body in charge of the.
Oh, like you used to do in like middle school with the little burlap sacks.
Middle school, dude. We do that now. I'm kidding. Yeah, in middle school.
We just did that before we shot this, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it was great.
We did it while we're recording. I got another one for you. Would you rather live without music or television?
Television for sure.
You'd rather live without television? I'd agree.
Yeah, I mean, I love. I mean, music. It's a different. You know, I know. I love listening to music. Music's my thing,
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
I couldn't live without music.
Yeah.
I could go weeks, days, or months, or even years. I actually went forever without without TV.
Yeah.
Now, but since I did answer that, live without TV and resort to only music, that would include podcasts and sports radio because it's not television.
Yeah.
So I could get all my sports television or my sports radio on a podcast.
Yeah.
Or live radio, whatever it be. So I could live without TV.
What if someone had it where they they take ESPN, they take a clip of ESPN and then just put music in the babackground of it. Will that count? Will that count as music?
But cut out the video?
Yeah, just cut out and just have the music. Yeah.
Sure.
I mean, yeah. So music is. Do you think so? Music has to have instruments for it to be considered. You know, so I couldn't have just just vocals because people I could do music where it's just lyrics and someone singing it. It has to be.
Well, I mean, you have acapella. There's no instruments, and there's Mr. Sandman.
That's it. Yeah, there's still music in that though. Do you know what movie that's from? At least the movie I'm thinking of.
I know it's on Grease.
Grease?
I think that part's on Grease.
Oh, I was thinking of more of Uncle Buck with John Candy.
Is that where I saw it from? It might have been that.
Because I don't remember it being on Grease. Because I think all Grease's music was original.
Oh, was Olivia Newton-John and John Travolta?
Yeah, I think all the music that they sang on Grease was original from they wrote this music for that movie.
I think you're right.
Yeah,
but I think there was one scene in there because they was basically saying that the kids that wrote that song went to the same school as them or something like that. But there's a scene in the bathroom where these little jocks were
in Grease.
I'm pretty sure.
Is this the second one? Because I have not seen the second one.
Is there? I didn't know there was. Is there a Grease 2?
There's a Grease 2.
It sounds awful.
It was.
Did it have Johnny in there too?
No, it was. It was. Michelle Pfeiffer, I think, was in it.
I think you're right.
I don't remember. That's all.
Actually,
I
think I have seen it.
I remember seeing the cover of that movie. I don't remember seeing it.
Would you rather invent a new gadget or discover a new species? So this new gadget,
sure.
like you would patent it, and you'd be like, you'd make all the money off of it.
I would do species for sure. I would rather be known for that than
like discovering a new species.
I would love to discover new species. Yeah,
I might have to agree with you on this one as well.
It's just I think
because
yeah.
Go tell the listeners why.
Tell the fans.
Tell the fans, listeners, and myself why.
I just think it's. Just going on and trying the journey to find a new species. I like that journey more than just creating a new gadget, because it's two different paths that you have to go off of. Like I like more of the. They're both a scientific approach, but one's I like that the more scientific biology type approach over the gadget, the electronic stuff like that. Yeah,
right. So you liked biology and chemistry class more than shop class.
I did. I loved biology. I enjoyed. I love physics too.
I do too.
I like the math science combination. Yeah,
right. Basically, is what he's saying, listeners. If you don't understand, he's saying basically.
Dumb it down for me a little bit.
See, the thing is, people with species and the put in the effort to discover this and to put it into play and practice, whatever, to come to find this new species is more interesting and more of a better approach than inventing a new gadget. Hear me out here. Whenever you invent a new gadget, there's always going to be someone to come up and try to mimic what you're doing and just change the name. You have it everywhere. That's why you have several different kinds of name brands, but the same thing. Yeah. And correct me if I'm wrong where you're coming from. Like, if you discover this new species, there's only one of those species, and you just discovered it.
Correct.
But the thing is, if say you invented a microphone, there's thousands of other microphones.
Correct. So,
and I just say microphone because I'm looking at one.
Yeah, it's a competitive. It's a very competitive.
Like fleshlights. Say if you
good segue.
If you invent a fleshlight,
yeah,
it can be the same. It's just someone else.
Yeah, someone. Do you mean someone else? It's someone else's invention. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
It could be the same, but someone else's invention.
Exactly.
Okay.
But when it's a species, it's that species.
Yeah. So it's the competition is it's irrelevant. You can't compete.
So basically, if you mate a flamingo and a grizzly bear, Grizingo.
Okay, I like that name.
Grizingo. You're gonna have a Grizingo.
Yes.
But if you just invent like something that like I can't think of gadgets.
This is the thing too. Is like say you invent something that hasn't even been invented yet.
Okay.
The thing is that that now opens a door to other people. It's like, oh well, it's room for perfection. Like someone will try to perfect it. So it's, your reign will last as with making money or whatever your motive is to do it. But there's always room for competition and improvement. And with the species, where you find it, you create it, whatever. It's that's the first, and it's there as a legacy.
So basically, like, say you have this. Since you're a physical therapist, and in that, the little bounce, the balance ball thing, the Bosu ball, but it has like the little flat area where you can balance. What is it called?
Bosu ball.
Bosu ball.
Yeah,
but it has like the little black pill, black.
Yeah, so you could stand on it, you could flip it over and stand on it, or you could have it on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So check this out for an invention.
Okay.
So you have that.
Okay.
They have that.
They do have that.
They have the little clippy things on the side where you could, if you wanted to, you could attach bungees to it, right?
I think not the one that we have, but they probably do, but not the one we have.
See, you don't know.
Yeah.
And the thing is when they was invented the Bosu ball, what if someone like myself comes along and where the balance part is, it opens up. Yeah. And then you have like storage for other things. Say that like bands that come out, weights that come out, maybe attachments for your leg to do like leg exercises on that balance ball.
Yeah.
So it's all inclusive, all in one.
Yeah.
And that's the thing with gadgets. When you invent a new gadget,
it's like a Swiss Army of a Bosu ball.
Exactly. But whenever you come up with a species, the Grazingo, boom, there's only one Grazingo.
That's it. The one,
unless
you breed it.
Unless you have an albino flamingo and a polar bear. Yeah. I just came up with a new species. I took your species and bettered it. So you have a normal pink flamingo and a freaking brown bear. But I just freaking
I love that that's mine. You're like, so you have this and you came up with the idea. So this is yours. Yours sucks. Here's mine.
Or I mean, you can have the albino and polar bear.
I love this.
Polar bears are free. Hopefully after like the 15th episode I'll start talking right.
I hope you don't, because it's very authentic. Yeah.
But I'm not going to even edit this out at all.
No,
I don't care.
Stuttering is authentic. Keep going. I do it all the time.
But this what makes the podcast for the people. But polar bears are freaking amazing creatures.
Yeah.
They're freaking...
They live,
Well, you didn't hear that thing going around. They're like crazy right now. Like the polar bear, like... I was going to say gender, but that species is like... They're like crazy. Like freaking crazy. Biting heads off and stuff.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
What?
So... What if...
Tell me.
I'm going to start a few
What would
times.
you do?
What would you do...
That's a great show.
For a Klondike bar.
What would I do for a Klondike bar? Let's see here. I'm not really a big fan of them, so I'd shut that Klondike bar idea down and be like, hey, do you have any vanilla ice cream on a cone? That's what I do for a Klondike bar.
Yeah.
I kick that person in the face and be like, hey, don't offer me this shit. Give me that. Give me
the real stuff.
Give me some Dippin' Dots.
Ben & Jerry's or Bluebell. You better choose wisely.
Oh, man. Well, either way, I'll be right because it's coming out of my mouth. Do you know what, man? I don't know. I mean, I've liked them. I like them both at the same time, but I don't know. Whichever one is in front of me, I'll eat. I'll tell you that. But I'm weird when it comes to ice cream, dude. I don't like chocolate. I'm not a chocolate fan. So I'm vanilla. That's all I do when it comes to ice cream.
See, I'm kind of the same way. I used to love chocolate, but I'm just kind of like, I don't really care for it much anymore. I mean, I have to be in the mood for the chocolate.
See, and every once in a while, I like sour candies. Like I love
Sour
Patch Kids.
I love that.
Lemon Heads.
I like the sour Trolli worms. The gummy, the little gummy sour Trolli, like the hot pink and green ones or whatever. So those are my faves.
Man, what's the they taste the same, but what would you rather have? Gummy bears or gummy worms? Exact same taste, just different look. What would you prefer?
I feel like for the same price,
it's the same exact thing. But what would you prefer, the worm or the
you
bear?
get more? I feel like with the worm.
Yeah.
But then I don't know because they put a bunch of bears in there.
I think they go off weight more than they go off weight distribution.
I mean, obviously, hey, you got 12 ounces of gummy here.
Yeah.
Take your pick. You want it in little bitty chopped up bears, or you want it in
worm,
a big old worm?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think I'm
gonna go bears. I love gummy bears.
Yeah, keep it classy, keep it classic. Bears where it's at, dude.
Would you rather lick your best friend's foot, or let a stranger lick your foot?
Let a stranger lick my foot because I don't want to be doing the licking. Yeah, I don't want to lick a foot. I'd rather someone else.
But it's a stranger.
Like, hey, I don't give a shit. It could be any person. Yeah, it could be yeah.
Because I don't want to be.
I don't want to be the one licking a foot.
A stranger. I don't want to be the one licking.
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah. What if your best friend was a girl though?
I don't give a shit. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'm still doing the licking.
It's fine. Whatever.
Yeah, I mean the stranger could be a girl too. Yeah,
So you have a fetish for people licking your feet now?
Fetish? No, just going off those two things. I'd choose that one over.
If Mark Wahlberg was my best friend,
yeah,
I would lick his feet all day long. I don't even care.
Really?
Yeah. Are you serious?
If he was your best friend, though, you wouldn't put him on that pedestal like you do.
Yes, I would.
You would?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I feel like I would. Maybe not. I mean,
yeah, think about it.
but just sitting right now, I was like, hey, Marky, I'm gonna lick your foot now.
Maybe.
But